I thought you were having a mechanical problem there. I'm like, uh-oh. You didn't see me very much in -40 and you wouldn't blame me. But I mean, you work for transit, so there's no choice there, right? You're getting a lot of these this week, right? Just so you know, this unit's a bit more jerky at times. Yeah, and guess what? I saw another friend today at the same time. We ran into them.
Where did you guys go?
Booster Juice. And that's where we saw the other friend, my other friend, the one who I was hanging out with. We graduated with them as well. See, going into gear there. This bus might be low on tranny fluid too. Yeah. Third gear's not bad, it's just going into second gear. Good you have me on the bus. If I've been on these units, I can warn you. Unless they fixed it. How do I know that this bus does that? I was on when Peter had this bus. Yeah. He starts at 12, I think. Noon to like 7. That's a good shift. But they extended the hours on the 167 routes. It runs, last bus goes out of service, I think, I want to say sometime after 7. And it only used to run rush hour only, but... And the 444 is the new, 194 now. Free dinner, right? Like what? Second gear. See, I don't know, just that one gear. How is the steering though? I've been on buses where it's almost too good, where it's too loose. Just right. Man. Gets up to 80 pretty good. I'm gonna guess this is March '03.
You would be correct. Ding, ding, ding.
Because I was on the unit after this, that's why. Hey, no problem. Be busy on your 149. Hey, the 149 you're doing? Wonder if you'll be busy.
I actually looked at it, and it's not the one that goes by Amazon.
Oh, it isn't. Now the 148, that's the busy one. You haven't done the 150 yet, have you? Oh, Douglasdale or whatever. That went from Anderson 409 or no?
Yep.
I think the 150 still goes to the industrial, kind of. So my dad's getting help for his mental health, so that's good news.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Because he's never really found himself, you know. Mental health is very dangerous if you don't cure it.
Yeah, definitely.
So he's gonna go down and get an assessment.
That's really good, yeah.
Down at South House there, they have it.
Okay, yeah.
South Campus or whatever, they have counseling or something.
And is he getting over his cold? Is he feeling better?
A lot, a little more each day.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like he got hit pretty hard.
Well, we all have. It's not the first sickness I've had where it's hit me hard over a lifetime.
Yeah.
Or when you were off there, when I emailed you to see what work you were doing, you were off for like what, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah, that was about that was COVID way back last year.
Yeah. But you said it didn't hit you as hard. Like you were sick somewhat, but...
Kind of the first week or so.
And that's the time where they were doing all the cutbacks in service. I'm gonna be tired later tonight. Gotta keep those on and off today. There's no escaping that. The one problem when I went to bed at 1:30, I wasn't tired enough. So I just did the lay there kind of thing. Kind of on and off. Snoozing, you know how you do that? When I know I gotta get up early for something, I never sleep well. Because my body's not used to getting up early. Right, and this was a friend thing. I certainly didn't want to sleep in and miss it. I have a biological clock. No alarm clock for me. Just my own. Like when it's time to get up for something, I get up. She wasn't there till 10, but I thought to myself, I need an hour to wake up. I was somewhat sluggish getting going, I'll say that.
What did you end up ordering?
Banana, strawberry sunshine and banana smoothie. Now watch. I messed that up. It's third gear it does that. In third gear. Probably good to note the other driver tonight. Someone different is relieving you. He's probably signed. He or she. Because doesn't the other guy, he has this Monday and Wednesday? Or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah.
See? Especially when you accelerate. Like it's clunk. You know what, you know who would be good to have on here? Daniel. He would know what's wrong. You would ask him, why is the transmission doing that in third gear? He would probably fix it too if Transit let him. Well, he's a bus mechanic. He's certified, right? Oh, I wanted to tell you, he was on that special charter with us. Yeah, on the 7632 charter we did, he was on with us. Didn't really talk throughout the night because I was all the way in the back and he was in the front. Yeah, the transmission in this third gear is not happy. And that's not good if a bus does that. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say at least it doesn't do that on the way down. You know what I mean?
On the way down, I feel like it's worse. Because you're downshifting and braking, right? So if the transmission is doing the clunky thing, you're using your brakes, there's more force. I imagine it would be equal in some ways though. See, second gear, or whatever that was, third gear. I'm gonna have to say this bus had third gear issues in my description. But it doesn't make sense. Any of the other gears, they smooth pretty, they shift pretty smooth. Otherwise, this is not a bad unit. She's just a little more worn. Needs some work done. They may have to keep this bus on the road too. They keep a track of logs. We gotta see? Whoa, that was bad. And I keep telling my buddy Blake, he's like, does that damn thing ever run properly? I feel like you feel the transmission more if you go aggressively too. Like that one time I wasn't ready for it and I felt that jerk, right? Daniel would know what's wrong. It might be just a fluid thing too. When a car gets low on transmission fluid, you'll feel the difference in the transmission. What are your plans for the weekend? Fun. That's always fun.
Hopefully it's okay.
And when I say that, I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, exactly. So we have that, and then the guy that's gonna dog sit, he's coming over for dinner, and also to meet, like, kind of hang out with the dogs a bit.
Is he kind of your dog sitter?
Well, he like
Or
kind of volunteered, and I was like, okay, if you want. Like, you know, he's a bus driver friend.
oh, from transit.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna have him come for dinner and hang out with the dogs.
What's he doing? Route
He's a
wise.
spareboard guy. Yeah, he's
Fun.
always spareboard.
Does he like it?
He loves it.
Well, I mean, that's probably why he doesn't sign.
It's weird. Yeah, he really likes it.
I wouldn't want it.
Okay, you.
Well, I would have to if I started.
Yeah, you have to, but he doesn't have to, but he still has.
I'm surprised that your friend there on the big bus got a weekly bid. Wow. Normally, if you start in October on big bus, it's all spare board.
Yeah.
But maybe there was just someone ahead of her and she just got or behind her and she got lucky enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good for her.
But of course, when you get the weekly bid, you get the one or something, the one that everyone hates.
Yeah, but she was doing that 29.56.
But I'm just using that for an example. You get a weekly bid because you don't want to be in spare board, and then you end up having to drive the one.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think you would rather take the one than spare board, though.
Yeah, I mean, I would. Yeah, definitely.
18th Avenue Transit Way is a hell of a mess, though.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
The one thing I will do, though, if I want to take the Max Purple, I will definitely do the Chestermere part.
Yeah.
If they just had you doing Max Purple Chestermere, I think you would be happy.
I mean, it would be better, like, at least you get off the transit way for a bit, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, say if they had all-day service and then you requested just to do the Max Purple part, I think that would be, you know, your fave.
Yeah, it wouldn't be quite as bad.
You haven't done it yet, I don't think, or have you?
Oh yeah, I've done it. Because I kind of accidentally thought it was the Max Yellow, but I took a week on it.
They're like, no, this is the Max Purple.
And I was like, oh, no, I didn't look at it close enough.
You gotta search for the Maxes, and if there's one that says yellow, you take that one.
Yeah.
But you all make mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably were like, no, why did I do this by and you can't change it.
No, yeah.
I'm not being mean, but you probably kind of wish you took your vacation that week just to escape the Max Purple.
Yeah.
The motor certainly needs a rebuild too. Sounds a little wary. But I find we take it for granted. Like, you know, some people think rebuilding a bus is easy. It's not. You know how much the mechanics have to do? Brake fluid, brakes, tires, axles, and I've seen the axles blew on. I've heard of the axles blowing sometimes. Snaps right off.
Yeah.
Did you have the heaters on yesterday at all?
Yeah,
They get too obnoxious though after a while, right? And if you leave them for too long, you'll overheat. I find even in the cold, you can't have them running for so long. Well, then again, the heat from the engine, right? What were you gonna say?
When you open your front door, if you've got your driver heat on, as soon as you open the front door, like the fan for the driver heat goes on, like.
I noticed that with the Winnipeggers.
Yeah, so every time you open the door, it's like, okay.
But I mean, it's useful for a 40 blow day.
Yeah, it's for sure.
But then again, every time you open the door, you're getting ready for the fan to.
Yeah.
Is it automatic, right?
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
Blow in her face, just give her a Winnipegger.
That's right.
You said that one was good though yesterday.
That was pretty good, yeah.
It was 64 you had, right?
Yeah.
7964.
I only had one person who was like, they were like, oh, these doors. And then the door opened and they were about halfway to the front and I was like, no, it's open. And then they went to the back and it closed. And then they tried to open it. But I'm like, you just have to like give it like a second, you know what I mean?
Because it's not a power door.
Yeah, like just put your hand there, just wait a second and it'll open. Like, it's like, just calm down.
They're so goddamn slow though.
It wasn't even that slow. I think that person just, I don't know.
Just
Yeah,
right?
they're just like, no, I need to get off. It's like, calm down. You're gonna get off.
Now, if the bus was on fire, I could see them freaking out.
For sure, yeah. And it's like, I'm not gonna kidnap you. I want you to get off too.
I love the new redesign of the passes. They look great.
Yeah, I gotta take a close look at them. It's nice.
If you have a time point, I'll show you at your.
Sure.
They just look really colorful.
Yeah. I think we should have like a contest where they get kids to draw pictures for each month. You know what I mean? And then that would kind of make.
They can draw a sea train car or something,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Like,
That would be pretty cool.
you know, or like, you know, each year kind of have like a theme, right? Like, okay, this year the theme is animals. You know, next year it's.
Hey,
whatever.
this year it's pictures of kids showing the wrong passes.
Yeah. It's 16-year-old kids pretending they're 12 so they don't have to pay.
You might get a few of those.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
No.
ask what year they were born in. I figure if a kid is like, I'm under 12, I'll be like, okay, what year were you born in? And if they can't tell me like right away,
You
they have to-
can tell that
they
they're.
have to think about it. Then I'm
Hey,
like, no.
you can tell that they're shitting you if they can't tell you.
Exactly, yeah. They're like, let me think. 2012?
Right. Right, because it's 23 now, right? That would make them 11 then.
But if a kid is like, 2014, I'll be like,
Nope, you're 13.
wait, no, that would be
No.
okay, though, wouldn't it?
No.
2010, and be like, no, you're too old.
I'm glad they removed it. Well, and paying for pets, I mean, really, right?
Yeah. I think it's good.
Like, paying for pets, is that really necessary?
That was a big though.
Like, there was the one lady who said, oh, I forgot my password. It's like, okay, just take your dog to the back.
Yeah.
Or didn't you have this one person, he had a thing every day with them or something?
Yeah, they took their dog to a dog swimming pool.
And there's like, no, just keep it at the back. You said keep it at the back or something?
Well, she did buy the bus pass for her dog though.
Yeah.
I always felt bad. It's like, oh.
He was like, just show me yours, not... When did they remove that? A long time ago?
Maybe like 5 to 8 years ago, something like that.
It was about time. No need for it. I guess back to Vic next week. Vic work. You're probably gonna be saying, if I'm out at Anderson this week, you'll tell yourself no because you've been out of Anderson for the first 3 weeks. You're out of Stony a couple times, aren't you? 8 again?
No, the 82.
Now, and you know what, even if it snows, you're gonna have a Nova.
Yeah, I don't have, it's not an Arctic on that one.
Oh, if it was snowing, you would be in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know if they even dispatch that Arctic if the weather's too bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I feel like, remember when you were busy on a key and they just gave you a Nova?
Yeah.
I have a feeling they should have an Arctic on that one instead.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes.
I'll come along for the adventure. One thing is, when you do Stony, you know, it's a nice breakup for me too, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
To do the 82, what do you take? The
168.
the 161.
Yeah, the 161 and then the 8. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, no, yeah, that's it. Because it's out of Brentwood.
But then of course you gotta wait 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The last time you were out of Stone, 10 minutes.
Well, I'm hoping maybe they've added a bit of service, you know?
For midday.
Yeah, hopefully. Because that was right in the middle of the pandemic, you know, when everything was cut down. So hopefully there's a little bit more.
Right, because it was January 2022 you did that.
Yeah.
And they cut everything.
Yeah.
Well, not at the beginning, but they started cutting stuff the first week. Then January 17th, they were all permanent cuts. I mean, come on, the 3 is so busy.
Yeah.
The route that should have an Arctic on it, one of the keys is single foot, it was packed. But I mean, I'm glad we're almost back to regular service now. And you can get a train at like 8 at night, or until before 8 every 10 minutes. I didn't think they were gonna do that again. But then after 8 o'clock, they cut it to every 15, which is understandable. But I mean, that 10-minute wait will be good for the university students, the ones who stay. school is gonna be, not this one, it's the one way back. That school, who's ever on the key next week is gonna get hammered. Not yours. It's the one that leaves at 3:10 or something. I don't imagine you'll get many school kids next week.
I think I can go by that West Island College.
Yeah.
So I get it from there. And then a few from Heritage Drive at that one school. But
Yeah.
we'll see how the times are.
Because a lot of them get off and take the tail, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And you start at 12:50, you said?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
I can always email you just to confirm time-wise.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense because you're due back to the garage maybe at what? Depending on what time you actually finish your run. I would say about 8 o'clock you're back there. I like it. I like what you, with weekly bid, you're not like turning into something else a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But I checked the Woodbine a couple days ago at Shuttle.
Yeah.
So I'm guaranteed it's something else
Yeah.
when you do that 56. Now you probably don't mind going out of service to go do another route. It's like when you have to split it, right?
Yeah.
When you have a break. Having an hour break in between is not your suit. Or sometimes 2 hours they give you. Oh yeah, I've seen it. This guy Larry would have